Welcome back to Tales of Monkey Island, and right now we're going to be going and finding a few things that we need to solve one of the cases that we've been accused of. So, as you notice in a few instances, you'll be...
Manatee oil.
Oh, yeah.
Manatee oil.
We were just inside a manatee earlier.
Yeah, we have a certain bond with the manatees.
Right.
So anyway, those shot glasses that we have are going to be really useful because all throughout, there'll be spots around the island where you'll see like these leaks or liquids that we can use. We need the glasses to get those liquids for one of the cases. And right now we're talking to D'Oro here. We're going to make an arrangement with him because, as you remember, he's suing us for the forgery of that action figure that he found back in episode 1.
Yes.
And apparently, and you're wondering, like, he's missing an eye at the moment. Apparently, while he was digging for the treasure, some sand got in his eye, and so he went to the Marquis de Singe to check it out. And, well, you can imagine what happened right after that.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's willing to do us a favor here. He's willing to actually help us get out of this case if we can get him a glass eye.
Okay.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard, right?
What are you in for?
Yeah, because he's looking a little,
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
eBay.
Yee-bay.
Oh,
The Bay
not
with the auction.
Not yay bay, but yibay. Yibay.
eBay.
Oh, that's
What did I do? You were the one that made the counterfeit Dave in the first place.
That is fair.
Oh yeah.
But I thought you just wanted to collect them, not auction them.
Yeah. And also, here's something interesting. So, you've noticed that he's one of the few pirates that aren't really infested by the pox. And apparently that's a bit of a sore spot with him because, you know, he wants to be a real pirate himself.
But he isn't.
Possibility that you might not actually be a pirate.
Because that's right, it only affects pirates.
Okay, you are a pirate.
So,
Sure the pox will be coming for
And
you.
that's actually tied to what we're going to do. So, like I mentioned before, we're going to get him a glass eye. However, the gimmick with the glass eye is that he wants it to be colored the same way that, you know how whenever a pox-infected person gets enraged, they have the glowing red eyes? He wants the glass eye to be that exact same color.
Jesus.
Ah.
I mean, the fact the dude loses his eye, yet he's still picky about freaking.
I want to be
glass
evil
eyes.
and cursed too.
I mean, wouldn't you be?
How about I get you a glass
I
eye?
want to be
Maybe.
cursed.
Sounds
I
interesting.
mean, only if it was the cool thing to do.
I mean, in his position, the dude's currently leaving his eye socket exposed. So I wouldn't be picky if I were in his position. In fact, in my case, I'd literally just be curling. I would be shouting nothing but blood-curdling screams.
Well, sure. That's why this is a cartoon.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you mentioned him being cursed. The eye we're getting him won't actually curse him. He just wants it to be the same color as the pox pirates, not the pox itself.
I'm also just curious, like, if he wants to look like a real pirate, why don't we just solve this thing right then and there and just make him an eye patch?
He said he didn't want an eye patch.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he said the eye patches are so yesterday. Oh, and here's another thing that's a bit annoying. Like, until we clear ourselves of all the charges against us, we're not allowed to explore the jungle outside of the town.
I don't know why we would want to do that anyway.
It actually is important for some puzzles later.
Doin, I just now realized we need to get into that jungle because I forgot the freaking Marquis turned all the wind statues on again.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah,
We're all
he
stuck
did.
Right.
Your untimely execution. So I figured, what the heck?
Yeah, that's the dialogue we'll let people hear. Back to talking over it. So I was going to say that I've been kind of like, I'm wondering like if is there like a timeline for how long this entire adventure's been doing? Is it supposed to just be over the course of a week, like a weekend?
I think I might be wrong on this, but I think some people have took track of it. I think it takes place. All of Tales takes place over the course of like a few days.
Dang.
Which is funny considering each episode comes out every few months.
This pox moves fast.
Well, he means like in the context of the universe.
You know, that's what you're saying. Like, it was funny just to imagine, like, now wait 40 days to see what happens 1 hour from now.
Oh, look!
What's going on over here?
It's a Christmas Story reference.
Oh, yeah.
What?
As you always do. Oh.
Oh, hi.
Isn't she a beauty?
Also, that's something that we'll also need. That leg, we basically need... if you remember that one case with the girl with the scorched leg, we need a replica of a leg to help with our case, which means we're gonna need this lamp.
Well, then, oh, but we can't take it because he'd realized that the thing had been like... He would realize that the thing isn't glowing. Oh, crap, okay.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Warm.
Yeah, we need some of that. Yeah, like I said, that's another thing we'll need. Like, to solve that particular case, we need to get a bunch of various liquids, because just as a slight spoiler, basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a combination of liquids to try and replicate the scar that's on her leg to prove that it wasn't Guybrush's fault, because it's like a matter of, there's no way nacho cheese can make a burn like that.
I mean,
And
yeah,
this guy-
nacho cheese, even at its hottest, I don't think it can make that bad of a mark.
Genuine
No.
imitation of?
Oh, and this guy, and the glass blower here knows how to make eyes.
Of course he does.
Hey.
Actually, hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. You just point at someone's eyes, give them what color you like, just pop it in.
Yeah, he is talking over it.
I know, I'm just like, huh.
How much?
I mean, that we pretty much make a whole freaking hobby out of it.
That's true. I know, I've done it before. Sonic Adventure 2. Sorry, by the way.
I mean, we initially thought it'd be a bad idea to do commentaries over stuff like this because it's pretty much, well, the main crux of it is its dialogue, but
Yeah.
here we are now. We're already playing the last game of this whole series and completely ignoring the fourth one.
Sure, but
It all... yes, we'll never talk about that. And see, we were almost so worried, and then we just realized we shouldn't take it that seriously. It's Monkey Island.
Yeah,
We're
really.
just having a laugh.
Because Monkey Island in and of itself doesn't take itself that seriously.
Of course not.
I mean, if you guys are really that adamant about listening to all this witty banter, get the game yourself or look up a walkthrough on YouTube.
I don't think they can get... Honestly, I don't think they can get the game right now after Telltale. Did they relaunch this game, or is it still kind of
I
down?
think you can still get it, I just don't know if you can get it on Steam or not.
I'm
You
pretty sure you
should
still
be
get
able
it on
to.
Steam.
I bought it on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been on Steam for a long time.
How can that bacon grease still be burning?
Incredible bacon grease.
Yeah,
No,
that's the thing we were talking about. It's like, we're surprised it's still burning.
Now my jacket
yeah.
and my pants smell
Yeah,
like bacon.
right.
I was surprised this whole bridge didn't burn down over the course of how long we were out.
Twinkle toes.
Enjoy your last moments of freedom, cause you're gonna pay for what you did to Miss Pretty Whiskers.
The cat?
Yeah, his cat, because, like, remember that bar fight? Apparently his cat was a casualty of that bar fight.
Oh no.
It got scared stiff.
Sort of.
Oh shit!
That's the joke.
Okay.
And
How's this-
Guybrush was like, that's cute.
What exactly are you doing?
Mixing
I
up
see
Miss
worse.
Pretty Whiskers food. What's
Yeah.
it to you?
I don't think it needs the food.
No.
I'm curious as to why Guybrush would want the food.
Yeah, backing up, Guybrush, why do you need the food?
Guybrush is
You
eating
may know
worse.
something
Let's
about
be real
what's
here.
in so-called
Yeah.
Oh.
Besides, what's his name did stiff him out on a good meal.
Yeah, that is true, the jerk. Oh yeah, that's another thing we need to talk to Hortak for. Apparently, there is a beast inside the jungle, and he is the one person that actually saw it for himself. And that beast will come in. That beast will come into play later. So we're just gonna get a little bit of a briefer from him about it.
Feasting upon corpses.
Yes.
Until one day, death ate some bad shellfish.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Even Death has his off days.
Into
Oh.
existence.
And the aftermath was the beast.
But if you
Oh,
haven't
okay.
seen it, how do you know it exists?
Because it eats. To appease the beast, we've left many a fleshy sacrifice on the jungle altar. By morning, the meat disappears from the altar.
And it has to be the beast and not any of the other jungle inhabitants.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah.
like, why? I mean, what if you just have a massive homeless like community living out in the jungle, and they're just like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
Free food!
by the way,
yeah,
speaking of food,
A five-headed bonobo.
a bonobo.
What's a bonobo?
It's a sex-crazed monkey.
Yes.
I didn't see nothing.
Ape,
That's-
but yes.
Must have been a
Did not realize I'd be saying that sentence today, but yes, that is exactly what a bonobo is. They also have really doofy-looking noses.
So, what was the point of sprinkling all that shavings onto Pretty Whiskers food?
Yeah,
because we're going to need that for a demonstration of why we are innocent. However, we're going to need help with that, and that help will come in the form of, first, get some of this.
Ow. What the heck is Desinge doing up there anyway?
Don't ask.
But we need this.
Why'd you even put your hand
Do you
near there
really
anyway?
want to ask that question?
All these shot glasses. Jordy, how are you doing over there in the very tall seat?
You know, if I
Wait.
was a little more
Tall seat, my butt. Anyway, I'm doing okay.
future generations of 3-foots.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here along for the ride. You're fine. No need to apologize. With the monkey.
The monkey wrench.
Yeah, it apparently Desinged locked Jacques in his cage out here, but we're gonna need to free him, because, believe it or not, Jacques is actually gonna be very handy in our case.
Ooh.
Yeah, he still has a metal tail. And he
that's
likes,
right.
and he welcomed himself right into Guybrush's pants, apparently.
Enjoy the ride.
Hasn't this happened before?
Monkey wrench.
Yeah, he sees monkeys plenty of
Yeah,
times.
yeah. In the first, was it the first or second game that had the monkey wrench?
The
Or
second
the second. Yeah, right, because it had the waterfall. Right.
Well, I do
Yeah.
know the first game he used a monkey to hold that door open for him to go into the giant skull.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we've always had monkeys.
I
Whoa.
believe that nacho sauce could do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's just a little reminder of what the scar looks like.
It's a
Now, let's figure out...
Okay.
So we just need red and blue. We just need red and blue.
So we'll put the red food coloring along with the red and pour it all across a ruined Christmas present.
Oops.
Now look what you did.
What? I can't see. It's dark outside. Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You clumsy clam clipper. You ruined my prototype. Now I'll have to start all over.
Oops.
I'm also not.
So if
Go
it's
ahead.
messed
I
up,
just...
can I have it?
Guybrush Threepwood lives for the misery of others.
Thank you.
Was that
What were you saying, Allie?
Was that red liquid that he poured on that?
It was
Yes.
red liquid. See?
Yeah, it's stained.
I just thought of a bad... I don't know. Just the way it looked, it made me think of a bad joke.
Don't.
Oh, no.
There's the marker we need.
Okay.
Okay.
We made a
Yay!
stamp.
Forged evidence.
Hooray! I mean, okay, backing up. That's the sucky part of all this is. I feel like we absolutely caused all these problems. Like that is absolutely what happened. We're just trying to lie our way out of it.
Well, of course. That's what
Yeah.
Guybrush does all the time.
Dang it!
Councillor Threepwood.
Also, gotta say, hearing all of this happen, and just
I'd like to return to court to defend my
okay. That's where. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they still think we're outside of jail.
Judge Grindstone. The pirate court of Flotsam
Also,
Island
meanwhile, I gotta
is
say,
back
still
in
hearing
session.
all the cast members in this episode alone,
Billy Grindstone.
they got Roger L. Jackson for every minute they could in that studio.
I don't know if that particular one is Roger.
But not him. But I mean, before, like 3 out of the 4 characters were Roger, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I actually forgot the scared cat was a bit of evidence.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
But first,
prove
before
our
we get to
case.
the cat...
Oh,
we're
I
gonna
forgot
get
that
to the
Stan's our
leg.
freaking.
Yeah, he's the prosecutor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you
I'd like to
evidence.
introduce
My
this
leg.
lamp into evidence as
What the hell?
Catherine Krebs is lying about her so-called nacho sauce burn.
Yes.
This proves nothing!
Objection, Your Honor. The scars on this leg-shaped lamp may look like
I
my
forgot how
client's, but
trippy his
who
coat
knows how
was.
they got there.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Glad
Oh
you
yeah.
asked.
A detail they always have, and
I
Yep.
love that they have that. So yeah, as you can see, nacho burns cannot make the scars that are on your leg because we've concocted something that does, which means there is a hole in your alibi.
how does proving that something else does the exact same effect prove that the
Wait,
first
wait,
thing didn't
you'll see.
happen?
That's like the equivalent of putting on makeup to make it look like a scar.
Oh, wait.
I saw my chance for revenge and concocted this
Wait,
foolish
revenge?
scheme.
What?
You
Oh,
still
so
don't
we were actually
remember
speaking
me?
the truth.
The woman whose ship you sunk, who spent years languishing in prison
The woman
for your
whose ship
crime?
we sunk?
The woman who was hospitally
From-
humiliated. and
It's not the same person you
karaoke
think it is, I'll say
contest.
that much.
Oh.
Sorry.
In fact, that's actually part of the gag with her, is that it's supposed to, she thinks she has like this long history with Guybrush, but it turns out she actually confused him for a different Guybrush.
Your Honor.
Oh,
Oh, there's
so
another
she-
Guybrush
she-
then.
Matter of Krebs
Yeah.
versus Threepwood.
but hey, we proved our innocence.
For one case, we still have 2 others.
Really, any case is worth a hanging?
They're pirates.
Damn.
Okay, now let's go ahead and get to the second one we're gonna disprove. The one of Hemlock McGee.
All right, with the
To
cat.
call Hemlock McGee to the
Right.
stand.
Hemlock McGee.
McGee.
Oh,
And do you swear on Blackbeard's...
Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Whatever.
Just skip the formalities.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
this is a
Ensign
freaking
McGee,
pirate
It's your
court.
contention that Captain Threepwood
Oh my god, I forgot how fucking tiny his eyes are!
Yes.
Jesus
Whipped them
Christ.
so hard.
Right in the puss with a stuffed manatee, and he did.
And how is your cat today?
See for yourself. The poor dear is paralyzed with fear.
Wait, its eyes are. Oh, he's not dead.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
he's just paralyzed.
All this time I thought he was. I'm sorry. All this time I thought he was stuffed.
Pretty whiskers.
Oh.
Pretty whiskers.
Your witness, kid.
Thank you.
So you think it was Guybrush, but it is this shock.
What?
It's a monkey.
Your Honor?
Oh God, that's right. Those were freaking like magnetic flakes we put inside the damn food.
Right.
Yep.
I only just now realized that's what it was. And oh my God, that guy in the background on the left looks like Jack Black if he was a pirate. I don't got the cat.
Jesus
I
Christ.
put it to you that it was not your humble defendant who traumatized Hemlock's unfortunate feline, but a far more insidious assailant. And one who's in this very courtroom as I speak.
It is I, Dio.
All right.
Jacques the monkey.
Objection. There's no evidence of monkey play here.
No? Let's ask the victim.
The cat's like, I'm gonna kill him.
Off he goes.
Just like a good pirate cat should.
Yeah.
Miss Pretty Whiskers, come
Well, with our defendant leaving.
We'll get
The
our
defendant
victim
and the evidence leaving. I guess that means we brought that case to a close.
Poor monkey. Great. Now that monkey's gonna hatch a revenge scheme against us.
Assuming it cares.
That's all this game. That's all this series ends up being. We plot our way out of one problem by using another problem that comes up later.
Yeah,
I
really.
mean, hey, it's not our problem anymore.
Again, we're pirates. Does it really matter?
I feel like every single time I say that, Guybrush will be like, "Oh, who cares? That's a future Guybrush problem. Present Guybrush is a-okay."
That's
All
pretty
right.
much that sums it up.
I object.
To this trial. To your hat. To the way my beard's itching. I also like the way that guy's looking at me.
Oh, hey.
You will cease your foolish distraction.
Oh, the judge.
Always a treat,
Yeah.
that ham.
Yeah. And also, he's gonna be a little mad for quite a bit, and we're gonna need to utilize that to get that eye color we talked about.
Oh,
earlier.
because
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Crazy pose. Gotcha.
But doesn't it only permanently stay like that if it's in a socket fast enough? Or I forget how the rules are.
Well, no. Basically, the gimmick with the eye is that what am I trying to say? It's kind of nearsighted, so it has to be like really close to the eye it wants to copy. But thankfully, we already had it copied, so we're pretty much done with it.
Phew. All right, let's give the guy back his eye. Oh, hang on, we gotta talk our way out of this.
Hey, guard.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll work a second time.
It does work a second time. It doesn't play the whole scene again, but it basically results in the same thing.
I'd suggest reading your legal briefs. You might need them.
Good tip. I'll get right on that when I need something to put me to sleep.
Da-da-da.
Huh.
Okay.
And let's see our lawyer.
I want to see my lawyer.
Again?
Yes.
Yes, again.
And we're out.
Not getting any smarter.
It's not getting any smarter.
Duly
I
noted.
could still hear you.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I said you're not getting any smarter. Oh, that's for true.
Wait
Sure
a
enough,
minute.
sure enough.
Glass eye. Pops color.
Oh, looky.
Just like
Oh, will you marry me, Doro?
So here's your eye.
And
My eye is
Put
really
it in
scary. I love that.
Legit, all you have to do to say
oh, that's a cute little reference.
eye socket.
Ew.
Wow.
Oh,
You
God.
look
Yeah.
like you're at.
Nice and bloodshot.
Sure, whatever. Now, about your testimony.
So yeah, now that we got him his glass eye, he's now agreed to give us a little something that will help turn his case around. The fact that, remember, because like, just as a reminder, the whole thing was that like he was trying to find an action figure. It's the one that we ended up forging. However, we could very easily say that it's not a fault of the figure itself. It's the fact that the map was a forgery in and of itself. And remember who made the map?
Oh. Okay. All right. Then we'll just take this up to corporate and we'll be a-okay.
The pirate court
Now
of
then.
Phantom Island is back in session. The Right Honourable Wallace P. Grant.
Well, that didn't take long.
Time is grog, Captain.
Yes,
Right.
I know.
Called the
God.
Oro to the stand.
Fuck.
Joaquin.
If time is grog, then holy shit, is that short.
Joaquin
Yeah.
de Oro.
De Oro.
Of gold
Do you
and.
swear
Oh.
on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog swilling
Who think I can't see under this eye?
See?
Senor De Oro.
Captain.
Yeah, I'm not calling you that.
Yes, of course. Why are you here?
Anyway.
I was recently arrested for trying
So yeah,
to sell
this is just basically him not reacting. Basically saying everything that happened in the first episode where he was trying to find an action figure that we ended up forging because, you know, at the time we need him to find a treasure so we can get closer to getting off the island. But now we're going to turn that case around.
What a fine, upstarting young man for allowing us to play with and toy with the mechanics of this court system.
As any good pirate would do.
I'll allow it, but not your eternally flapping
Oh, you told him.
Finally,
like,
someone said it.
He called him a
Finally.
Someone finally put him in his place.
Waving arms.
He said that it was an offensive
It's just, oh, I've never heard of this man in my life.
He's like, oh shit.
that it was just as counterfeit as the power pirate did let me.
Tell us, who
They're
was
onto
the
my
man that
scheme.
gave you the map?
Who sold you this map?
Hey, would you look at that? I misfiled my glorious mundus. Your Honor, on behalf of the Porcelain Power Pirates Corporation, I'd like to ask that all charges pertaining to the unfortunate counterfeiting of the Dark Ninja Dave action figure be dropped against Captains Joaquin de Oro and Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, how
That didn't take long.
fancy that. Smart move.
And that's, with that, we now have all 4 of our charges cleared.
Oh, thank God, the trial's over.
It took 2 episodes.
Justice? Where's the hangings?
I want to have a hanging.
Just keep it up, you
Yeah, keep it up.
Let's see here. Cleared. Dropped. Yes. Congratulations, Captain Three.
Hooray!
It appears that you have successfully gotten yourself out from under your...
I mean, I wouldn't have said gotten, I'd rather say weasel.
Yeah, I don't think they're... Wait a minute.
What?
Huh?
Wait a minute.
There appears to be a criminal charge.
Oh, devil damn it.
Oh,
Damn it,
God.
there's always a backside to the...
Oh, no.
Assault with molten nacho cheese isn't criminal? What else is there?
The creation, incubation, dissemination,
Prolification?
Oh,
We
yeah.
can't disprove that.
I feel like at least 2 of those are made up.
No, those are real words.
But yeah, they're now remembering, wait a minute. Whose fault is it that the pox got here to begin with?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
On what grounds?
On planet Earth.
Pox isn't my fault.
The pox isn't my fault. It's LeChuck's. It all started with the cursed cutlass of Kafluk. Off the Rock of Gelato,
I mean, technically this is
LeChuck was
legit.
doing something evil with monkeys, and I was
Yeah,
all,
well, they need some scapegoat.
I mean, yeah. Why doesn't... Why... Shouldn't people... Don't people hate LeChuck? Or do they see him as like a pirate god, like being the best of all pirates?
I think they just assume that at this point he's what am I trying to say? At this
I'm
point,
sorry,
everyone
real
assumes.
quick. He's saying that we're hand waving, but look what you're doing, mister.
Yeah.
Well, he says he knows about hand waving.
He's
Oh,
aware.
that's adorable. And I know one thing or two about hand waving.
Constipating it was.
Then, after infecting
But yeah, I was about to say, I think it's a point where, because of just how inconsistent LeChuck's life is, they figure that it's not even worth the hassle.
And yeah, I agree with you, James, on that.
Now, Threepwood has returned, and so has the Cloud of Pox.
Really? I haven't seen it.
And yet
Oh, no, it's there. I mean, how
Yeah.
else are the Pox Pirates still there?
Yeah.
I mean, they'd still be afflicted with it, for all I care. They haven't been cured yet.
Yeah, it should just fester and infect amongst themselves.
Witnesses to your unlikely tale.
What a weird time we're living in right now.
What?
Huh?
What's up?
God.
Our witness.
Oh.
That.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh no, she's cracked.
she's
Yeah,
more
she's
pirate.
fully
got
boxed.
nuts.
I don't think she looks quite like the governor, more like a pirate queen at this point.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Into me captain's quarters and let me rub it.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow,
dear.
Aggressive.
Yeah, I guess
She's
that's
a lot more forward.
What's this?
Oh crap, she smells the other
God.
chick.
Oh no.
Yeah, because apparently women have the innate ability to smell each other's
I
senses.
guess so.
There goes my witness.
Well,
She must be summoned.
Okay, so yeah, basically, we're gonna need Elaine to help vouch for our whole story about the pox. So remember that voodoo summons at the beginning that pretty much forced Guybrush to the courtroom? We're
Yes.
gonna need to give that over to Elaine, but considering she's in her pox state right now, it's gonna take a bit of finagling for her to willingly accept that summons.
and even worse is that we're not even allowed to carry the sponge out with us.
Damn. And I'm assuming that's like the end result of all this, is that the idea is that eventually the pox just doesn't wear off.
Oh boy!
Big exception.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know what the heck he was expecting.
I don't think he can get Elaine.
Ow!
I'll tell you what happened. I went to Club 41 to hand this summons to your better half,
Right.
and she backhanded me right out of the bar.
That's for true.
Ouch.
If you want that banshee on the stand, you're gonna have to serve her yourself.
I'm not going anywhere near her.
Fair.
She's a screaming banshee, she is.
She be a screaming
called me
banshee.
mum. She insulted me mum and all that. And I didn't like that.
Well, that's fine. And I love at this point he doesn't even care about the lawyers. Like, you give it to her.
I'm gonna go see if the local doctor can fix me job.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna do a little bit more than fix, buddy boy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see old Iron Jaws after that procedure.
But yeah, so we're gonna have to convince Elaine to help us in court, which we will do in the next part. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see y'all later.
Till next time, everybody.
Take care.
Oh, bye-bye.